Hello, I'm Kyle Bradshaw from Nelson-Rigg, and today I want to introduce you to our new quick release plate for the flat bar racks. Since the introduction of this piece last year that fit 18mm up to about 20mm, we've got a flood of emails and phone calls from those of you who run SW-Motech EVO racks, Harley Davidson OEM Pan America racks, and Suzuki V-Strom 800DE racks. Those specific OEM bikes, as well as the SW-Motech EVO racks, have a flat bar, flat on the front, flat on the back, with a nice oval or curved top and bottom. It's a very unique setup, and we have created a specific locking body here that fits those racks just perfectly. Now, what exactly does this plate do? This quick release plate allows you to strap any soft saddlebag or soft piece of luggage to the plate. You now have quick release functionality on and off of your rack. Now, something we worked on in the development of this piece is the fact that the SW-Motech racks or the OEM Harley Davidson or Suzuki racks have little silver buttons on them. Those buttons allow you to have quick release functionality for the OEM hard bags. Now, we didn't want to disturb that, so legitimately you can swap from your OEM hard bag to a soft saddlebag in as little as 10 seconds per side. It's extremely easy. You click one off and you click one on. It's a great way to get the safety and functionality of soft luggage quickly and easily on and off of your motorcycle. Now, in just a minute here, we're going to give you the step-by-step installation of how you install the plates onto the actual pannier rack. And then we're going to give you the step-by-step detailed instructions on how we get our Hurricane saddlebags mounted up to that quick release plate that gives you that amazing functionality. As you can see here, we still have throw-over style mounting. What that means is these two straps here at the top of the bag are going to hold 90% of the weight that you have inside the saddlebag. We then have 4 straps, one at each corner, that go through and pull the bag to the rack. Now, a neat thing about these Hurricane saddlebags is they hold their shape even when empty, and you can actually take out the internal stiffener and flatten the bags to the rack when they're not being used. This allows you to have a nice slimline profile look when you don't need to have contents inside the bag or you don't have anything to fill the bag with. And then when you need it, you simply open the bag up, reinstall the stiffener, fill it with your goods, and you're ready to roll. Just over 50 liters of storage we have in the Hurricane saddlebags when they're mounted up to your motorcycle. Now, these quick release plates are made out of aircraft grade aluminum, both the plate themselves, which has been CNC machined, as well as all of the hardware. We also have stainless steel hardware to minimize rusting and fatigue while these plates are mounted to your motorcycle. The numerous holes and slots that we have in this plate allow you to mount just about any soft piece of luggage that you can find to this plate. You can also mount things like Rotopax and other hard-mounted items with the uniquely placed slots that we have put into this plate. Now, depending on your particular application and where the mounting bars come into that flat bar, you might need to move this clip either to the left or to the right, allowing the plate to sit perfectly centered on the rack. Now, let's wheel the motorcycle into the studio here, and I'll show you just how easy it is to set this quick release plate up onto your motorcycle. When you get your quick release plate out of the package, you're going to notice that it's partially assembled. We have the lower feet and the locking catch here installed onto the plate, so you get a general idea of where they go and how they're set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the actual plate up to the motorcycle and set it up like so. You're then going to take a look at which one of these horizontal bars is going to be perfect for your application to get the plate centered over your rack. Specifically for the Pan America, I've found that the third rung up from the bottom is our perfect location. I've also found for this particular application that having the locking body right here in the center is absolutely premium. And we're going to go ahead and set the plate in place like so. We're now going to take our top latch, we're going to have it open, and we're going to set it in place. Now, with the plate loosely set in place, we can go ahead and take a look at what we want to do as far as positioning goes for our feet. Now, for this application, we do have the mounting buttons for the SW-Motech hard boxes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these mounting feet just to the inside of both of these buttons here. What that's going to do is that's going to locate the plate. The plate won't slide backward and forward. So with our feet spread to the positions where we want them and our upper clamp positioned, I'm now going to put a little bit of pressure against the plate, and I'm going to go ahead and snug each of these bolts up, starting with the lower feet. Now I want to make sure that these lower feet are perfectly installed before I adjust the upper one, so in case there's any movement here, it's compensated for by the time I get up here to the top. Now if all of these screws nice and tight, I'm going to go ahead and double check fitment. We got the plate, comes off nice and easily, sets into place, and boom. Quick release action here on the back of your Pan America or any motorcycle utilizing the flat bar. Now that we have each of the screws perfectly in place, we're going to go ahead and remove them one by one and apply the supplied thread locker. One little strip like that. That's all you need in order to get these things to be nice and secure in the rack. And when you pull your saddlebag out of the package to mount it up for the first time, it's going to be nice and flat. And all of our saddlebags can hold their shape even when empty. So you're going to get one of these guys right here, an internal stiffener. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and undo all of the quick release straps, quick release buckles I should say. Now we're going to take our internal stiffener, we're going to slide it down into the bag. With the stiffener installed up into one of the side flap holders, we're now going to take the rest of the stiffener here. We're going to fold it like a W here on the inside, tucking the other ear back in the top. We're going to push down that bubble until our stiffener is securely installed around the base of the bag. With the stiffener installed, we're now going to lay the bag down on its face, and we're going to remove the throwover strap. There are two throwover straps that typically are attached to these two tension lock buckles that go over the seat of the motorcycle for the strap-on or throwover style of installation. With the throwover strap removed, we're going to come back over to the bag here. We're going to take our center buckle here, go through the center of our rack, and then we're going to take each of these two tension lock buckles and pull them through the quick release plate. For the throwover installation, these little figure 8 hooks are mandatory, but for this installation, we're going to go ahead and toss those into the bottom of the saddlebag because we're not going to utilize them. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this strap and lay it down to see how much excess we're going to have. We're going to fold it over so we're doubling the layer here on the strap, and we're going to feed it through our tension lock buckle with just a little bit to spare here on this side. We're now going to take both of these layers of strap and feed them down through our quick release plate. With the strap run through the back side of the plate, we're going to fold this end in half or over on top of itself, and we're then going to feed it through the tension lock buckles and give a little tug. We're now going to move to the 4 corner straps. We're going to release them most of the way. We're then going to take the strap, we're going to go through our quick release plate, just like so. Now, 2 things you're going to want to pay attention to when you're doing this part of the installation. You want to make sure that your quick release buckles are out from underneath the plate. And then on this particular side, where we have the fuel bottle holder, we're going to go to the top of the strap. It doesn't really matter if you go to the top or the bottom, but on this side, we're actually going to pass it through the back of the bottle holder. So putting it over the top gives us the perfect placement. With all 4 of those corner straps run through the plate, we're now going to put an extra tug here on our 2 throwover straps. So now we can set the bag in place. Now that the bag's in place, I'm going to go ahead and roll down the top of the saddlebag and demonstrate that this top strap right here is actually sewn on to the bottom of the saddlebag here. The tighter that we pull this strap, the tighter the bag sits against the rack here at the bottom. Now we're going to take each of our corner straps, we're going to come around to the front of the bag here and pull them tight. Now with all 4 of our cam hooks attached to the front of the bag, we're just rolling back our excess nylon webbing and neatly tucking it under our elastic strap keepers. This keeps the straps from flapping as you're riding down the road, and now we have a nice, solid, secure connection. Now that we have the saddlebag installed onto our quick release plate, lifting this locking pin right here releases our lever, and the bags are instantaneously off the motorcycle. Now you need to remember that these stabilization bolts down here need to be checked every time you install the bags onto the motorcycle. So we're going to set the bag in place, latch it, and then tighten our stabilization bolts. Now, as a general reminder, every time you come up to your motorcycle to get on it and go for a ride, it's best to take a walk around the bike, make sure all your latches are latched and your straps are tucked away so nothing flaps around while you are riding down the road. And there you have it, quick release soft saddlebags for your flat bar rack. This is a great way to get soft luggage on and off of your motorcycle if you're running this specific rack. Now, if you have a round tubular rack, 15 millimeters to about 20 millimeters, we have another option for you. That is our traditional quick release plate, but this one here is specific to this flat bar. I'm Carl Bradshaw from Nelson-Rigg. If you have any questions about this video or the installation or the quick release plates, please leave a comment down below and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care and ride safe out there.